Good morning, everyone. My name is Kyle. I am the pentographer, and welcome back to my car. So today I was going to cover the Asvine V126. So this is yet another Asvine pen, and I am a fan, to say the least. So basically, this pen, it's a vac filler. It's a steel nib, same as all of the other Asvine offerings. Oh, Jesus. Sorry, I got a tractor here mowing the lawn. Y'all gonna have to move. All right, sorry, interruptions. Yeah, so it's a steel nib vac filler, fairly inexpensive offering from Asvine. It is a good little pen, actually. I've been quite pleased with it. It doesn't write the best. The only reason I say that is because I have noticed that it'll skip a little bit. Now that could just be the nib I got. Don't know. I had planned on buying a couple more of these pens at some point, because just to see if I had better results, but with a different pen. But besides the occasional skipping, I feel like part of the problem too was I was always doing it in haul trucks, so it might have just been where I was using it as well. So I want to keep that in mind. It could have just been, there could have been dust in it or something, it could have just been causing difficulties that way. But I would compare the V126 to the little brother of the V200, basically. They're both vac fillers. The V200's better built. I think there's more metal in it than versus the 126. But it's basically the little brother of the V200. They're very similar. They're similar in how they write, although the V200 I would say writes better. That could, again, just be the nib. And they're both really similar. Now, I got the one that's sort of like a translucent greenish, bluish color. Very nice looking pen. Sort of like a demonstrator kind of thing. It's not completely transparent, but it's definitely translucent, so you can see the ink in it. Similar to the V200. Again, that's like this is kind of why I say it's the little brother, because they're very similar. The one I got has a black steel nib, and yeah, they write pretty good. They write pretty good. I would argue that it's a very good starter pen. If you want to try out a vac filler for relatively inexpensive, it's a good way to go. Because yeah, it's a cheap vac filler, and those are hard to come by. Besides Asvine's offerings, vac fillers are pretty expensive for the most part. So it's nice to see a cheaper one. I would argue that the V126 is probably one of the cheapest piston fillers, vac fillers you can get. So that's good to note. So that's kind of the basics of it. I've had it for a while. I enjoy writing with it when I do get the chance to pull it out. I did have two of them at one point. I don't remember what happened to the other one. I don't know if I still have it. I know I'd lent it out to someone. I don't know if he gave it back. I want to say he did, but I also might not. He might not have, which is fine. I actually had intended on getting him one, so maybe that just ended up being his. But it would be a good little gift pen for sure too, because it's relatively inexpensive compared to similar types of pens, and it works pretty well. Other than getting used to the vac filling mechanism and that sort of thing, but yeah, it's a nice little pen. So very comparable to the V200. That would be what I would say. yeah, that's it comes over. Oh, you're right. It comes in a bunch of different colors. It's quite a versatile looking pen. It's you know, so that's kind of nice as well. There's probably a look you can find that you like. As I said, I kind of like the translucent blue green, but there are other ones that are just as nice. So yeah, so that's kind of the lowdown on Asvine's V126. Pretty simple. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I would say it's worth investing in, worth picking one up for sure. It's pretty light, so you know, not very heavy, and yeah, pick up a V126 if you want to try out a cheap back filler and get a feel for how that works. It definitely could work as a good entry level to the V200. If you're not really sure you want to spend like $100 on the V200, the V126 is a good starting point to decide whether or not you kind of like the idea. Keeping in mind again that the V200 is more or less better in every way. I would say it's better in pretty much every way. Yeah. So yeah, check it out. Tell me what you think. Like, share, subscribe, do all that, and I'll see you in the next video. And as I always say, may your pen always be inked.